Home team, home team. What's happening, home team? This your boy Blackberry Rex coming at you with some Atlanta Falcon, Atlanta Hawks talk, baby. It's one of those days, okay? It's one of those days where we gonna talk about what the Falcons are doing. We're gonna talk about what the Hawks are doing, what the Falcons are not doing, and we gonna get down to some brass tacks on some things, okay? We're not gonna break it down too much, but we gonna break it down to well, some of us as fans, okay. I think we getting some things twisted when it comes to the Hawks and when it comes to the Falcons, but especially the Falcons. We getting some things twisted with this quarterback controversy. Now, I ain't the guy to sit up here and make it seem like Marcus Mariota is just this world beater and he's just playing phenomenal football. I'm not gonna sit up here and make it seem like it's not warranted that these discussions about playing Ritter are not uh I'm not gonna make it seem like it's not, it's not warranted. It is. It's fair for fans to want to see something else other than what Marcus Mariota has been putting out on the field, especially in these last couple of games. Now, I will say this before I get into the breakdown of the Marcus Mariota Desmond Ritter controversy. Before I get into that breakdown, I'm going to say this: if Marcus Mariota has one more half, like how he had in that last in this past game, one more half like that, and yes, absolutely, I want to see Desmond Ritter in the second half of the Chicago Bears game. Now, that's not to say that Desmond Ritter start Desmond Ritter in the next game. That's not to say that. That's to say don't go another game. Don't go another full game with what Marcus Mariota put out there on the field uh, in this past Thursday night against the Panthers. We don't need to see that again. Now, if you're new to the channel, before we get to all the good stuff, if you're new to the channel, hit the like button right now. Hit it right now. Hit that subscribe button if you ain't did that. Share this out to your friends. Share this out to your social media, and let everybody witness the greatness of Blackberry Larissa, baby. Home team. What's up, Miss Maggie? What's going on with you? Listen, y'all. I'm watching them, Mad Mike and K Styles on K Styles channel tonight. And I'm watching some of the topics that they're discussing. This Desmond Ritter Marcus Mariota topic is hot. It's a hot topic. It's a lot of people do not know. They don't know how they want to feel about Marcus Mariota. It's got some people that done made their mind up a long time ago that they did not want to see Marcus Mariota operate at quarterback for this offense. We got a lot of people that just done seen what he's put out on the field, and they don't want to see it no more. They don't want to see no more Marcus Mariota. And the only option left is Desmond Ritter, and they want to see what he can do. Now, there are some of us that think that the fan base that want to see Desmond Ritter more so want to just see him because they want to be validated that he as well is not the guy for us to play quarterback, and they want to be validated at that point to make a case for why we should draft a quarterback in the 2023 draft. Now, hey, you're well within your right to feel that way as well. I'm not saying you're not warranted in feeling that way. It's not like Desmond Ritter it's not like he's the sexy pick, okay? It's not like he was the sexy pick in the draft. You know what? Granted. But you also got some of us out here that they just want to see Desmond Ritter. They Desmond Ritter fans, and they think Desmond Ritter is ready. They think he's ready to be the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. They think he's the answer to a lot of our problems on offense. Now, we gonna get down to the nitty gritty, okay? We gonna keep it a little short tonight because I got a emergency. I got a work emergency. I got to go recover a load for a drive, but we gonna go ahead and get the breakdown on all this stuff. Now, just in case, some of y'all, don't really, I don't know. Just in case some of y'all don't really know exactly what this show is about. Listen, if you support me, if you support this channel, if you support Georgia sports, you are a warrior in my eyes, and you're a warrior because we can make it through anything by the grace of God. Okay, we can make it through anything. Warriors, they make it through any adversity that God's put them through because He wouldn't put you through it if He didn't think you can handle it. But, well, if He didn't know you can handle it, let's put it there. Now, we got this game against the Bears coming up. I'm not expecting to see Desmond Ridder start. Matter of fact, we know he's not going to start. Arthur Smith has said he has no plans on making a quarterback change. And if he did, he would let the fan base know. Now, let's break down Marcus Mariota a little bit, okay? We're going into week 11 against the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears are coming to Atlanta. They come into a 4-6 team that just had a short week. We had the Chargers last Sunday, and we had the Carolina Panthers. Well, I'm a truck driver. My days run into each other. I'm sorry. We had the LA Chargers 2 Sundays ago, and we had the Carolina Panthers this past Thursday. Short week. 2 physical teams we had to go up against. 2 physical teams, 2 teams that are good teams. The Carolina Panthers, they are not as good as people, their fan base would like for them to be. But they are always going to be a physical team. They always going to play us tough. It's a division opponent. So let's not get that twisted. They're always going to play us tough. This division has always been a division where the teams don't matter the records. They play each other tough. And we had some luck on our side in that first game here in Atlanta. And we also put ourselves in that position to be able to attain a lot of that luck. So kudos to us. But the second time around, we got beat up on Thursday Night Football in the rain. We got beat up on the line of scrimmage. We got beat up on the second level on defense, and we could not recover. And when we had an opportunity to recover, we made vital mistakes, in my opinion, on the coaching level. So Marcus Mariota did not look good at all. He looked terrible in that Thursday night game against the Panthers. He looked bad. Okay, he looked really bad. But outside of the Thursday night Carolina game, outside of the LA Chargers game that Sunday, he has not played bad enough, okay, consistently for us to be crying for a Desmond Ridder appearance. He just hasn't. His quarterback rating was like a 90 something. Over the course of those, like the past 3 games before the LA Chargers game, his quarterback rating was over 100. He went 3 straight games without turning the ball over. His touchdown to interception ratio was pretty good. It was like 12-6 or something like that. It's okay. Considering the type of offense that we run, Marcus Mariota was running the offense pretty well. He was running it pretty well. Not bad at all. But I think what fans at first, okay, they saw that he was only He was only attempting 13 passes and 19 passes, 14 passes. And when he did attempt more than 20 passes a game or 25 a game, it didn't always look so good, even though he went 20 for 28 in one game. Okay. Went 20 for 28. Uh, he did not look like, he was playing, where he was trying to do too much. He looked like he was out there trying to manage the game. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with your quarterback being a game manager. There's nothing wrong with that. It's been plenty of game managing quarterbacks to be successful within a franchise in the course of history. Not every quarterback that has won a championship has been a quarterback to sling it down the field. Okay? Not every quarterback that's been successful has been a quarterback that can do all these miraculous things like a Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes, or to be able to run like a gazelle, like Lamar Jackson or Michael Vick. That not everybody is, equipped for that, right? Marcus Mariota has been a decent game manager. He had a bad couple of games. But I say this to you, ATLEO, what's happening, man? But I say this to you, fans. Is Marcus Mariota the only one we can point the finger at and say, damn, I wish it was somebody else to take his position? Because I can give you a name, okay? I can give you a guy's name. Matter of fact, check this out. There's a guy wearing the jersey number 3 on our defense. There's a guy with a jersey number 3. He got blonde hair. He plays linebacker. And his initials are M and W. Anybody guess what his name is? It's Michael Walker. He's the sorriest son of a bitch playing football right now. That's right, Raymond Collins. It's Michael Walker. He's the sorriest son of a bitch playing football right now. And I mean that. Just how I said. Michael Walker is the sorriest son of a bitch playing football right now. He's terrible. Like y'all listen, y'all more than within y'all right to want a quarterback change. Do I think it's necessary right now? No. I say he played that first half of that Chicago game. If he played that first half, anything like he played that Thursday night game, you sit his ass down, you put Desmond Ridder in that second half, and you see what Desmond Ridder can give you. And that's not to say you need to start him the next game. That's just saying don't let Marcus Mariota's antics cost you a game. Give yourself try to give yourself another opportunity to win. And if that comes at the expense of sitting Marcus Mariota on the bench and putting your Ricky out there to see what he can give you for a half, go for it. History has shown sometimes when quarterback changes are made mid-game, those teams sometimes come out with wins because defensive coordinators have to adjust, and sometimes they don't adjust well to that fresh new face. Now, back to Michael Walker's sorry ass. We want to harp on the fact that Desmond Ridder is sitting down and he looking at all y'all waiting like, hey, Falcon fans, hey, it's me. I can do better than Marcus. But y'all really need to be putting y'all focus and attention over there on the other side of the ball. Y'all really need to be putting y'all focus and attention on sorry ass number 3, Michael Walker. And y'all really need to be asking, why the hell is his sorry ass still lacing up? Why? And not only is he lacing up, he got the green dot. Somebody got to explain it to me. Somebody has to explain it to me why a linebacker, you number 3, Michael Walker, is afraid of contact and he's still starting for these Atlanta Falcons. He's still the starting Mike linebacker for these Atlanta Falcons. Somebody got to explain that to me because it don't make a lick of fucking sense. As much as y'all want to talk about Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder and have this quarterback controversy, okay? As much as y'all want to have that controversy, that topic, because it's a hot topic, right? It's drama, right? Put that focus and that attention over on the other side of the ball, that sorry ass Michael Walker. Let me tell y'all what he do. I'm gonna show you what he do. Okay, I played the linebacker position. I know the kind of mindset you got to have to play linebacker, especially middle linebacker. You got to have a ferocious, tenacious mindset. You got to be wanting to go out there and knock somebody block off at middle linebacker. You got to want to go out there and be able to take on contact at the point of attack. That line of scrimmage where y'all see them big boys at lined up in front of each other, them the trenches. And it get nasty, it get ugly, and it get real gritty down there in them trenches. And a middle linebacker has to be able to fill those gaps. A middle linebacker has to be able to sense what's coming from the offense. He has to be smart enough, intelligent enough to not let a quarterback or a running back outsmart him on plays. Because it's up to him to communicate with the rest of the defense. This is what they finna do. This is what we need to line up at. You move here. You slide here. Line slide left. Line slide right. Strong side. Weak side. Middle linebackers have to be able to do these things at a tenacious clip. But if Michael Walker is sitting up there and he's looking around, which way did he go, dog? Which way did he go? He don't know what's going on in damn self. So how he gonna tell the rest of the defense what the hell to expect? That's one. He's lost. Two, when the ball is snapped, Michael Walker is looking for an escape route. He ain't looking to run in the burning building. He see guards coming. If he see a guard pulling, or he see a tackle pulling, or he see a fullback coming, this him. He folding like a damn Versace wallet. That's what he doing. He folded. He don't want the contact. Instead of him running to fill gaps, instead of him running to be in front of plays, he's not moving his feet because he's afraid that somebody finna blow his ass up. So he Cupid shuffling behind the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped, and he's waiting on contact instead of going to the contact. He's trailing behind plays. You can't be a linebacker and trail behind plays. First of all, once a play gets past the first line of attack, the first line of defense, which is the defensive line, linebackers are next up in line. There's no reason why you should be trailing plays, Michael Walker. The play literally developed right in front of your damn face. Why are you trailing behind plays? I tell you why. He Cupid shuffling at the point of the snap. He dancing with the line of scrimmage. He timid-toed. He's scared to get touched. He's scared to get hit. That's Michael Walker, that number 3. He take his helmet off. He look real cool. He fit right in with this generation. He fit right in with the young crowd. He cool. He got his hair dyed blonde. He got his little earring. Okay. He keep a clean cut. He look ready to go out. He look ready to take off his uniform, go put on his night clothes, and go out in the streets of Atlanta and party hardy. He looked cool. He looked like a linebacker. We had a guy when I played football, we called him ESPN. Because he was bigger than most of us. He looked like a football player. He was swole. He had the whole football look, big guy. But he was timid as fuck. And the only reason why he got played is because he looked like a linebacker. He looked like a football player. So they figure, okay, maybe whoever lined up in front of them will be a little intimidated. They won't play all out. Now, after that first play, and they get up in his shit, they know he angel soft. He cottonelle. He's Shaman Tish. So he don't scare nobody. He looked the part, Michael Walker. He looks the part. But when it's time to strap up and buck up, they know he angel soft. They know he snuggle. They know it. So when they see Michael Walker, they say, well, we just going to run right at his ass because he going to try to find an exit strategy. He ain't going to run into the burning building. Why is Michael Walker still lacing up for the Atlanta Falcons? Why is he not on the bench? Okay? Because there's a guy. Okay? What's going on, Deshaun, man? Appreciate you, bro, for subscribing. Everybody go follow Deshaun Lee. Go hit that subscribe button. Go hit that like button right now. Share that content with the world. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all make it. We gonna give you the best Falcon content right here on Blackberry Lorex Network. We gonna give you the best content right here. We talk Falcons. We talk Hawks. We talk Braves. We talk Atlanta United. We talk them Georgia Bulldog. We talk all that good shit. We gonna talk it to you and give it to you real and raw right here on the Rex Pit, baby. Every Tuesday. Now we usually do our shows at 6 o'clock, but today is a special day. My son's birthday is tomorrow. So I got off work, got home, picked him up. We went and got some haircuts. I still got to get mine done. I got it cut, but I got to get it done. So hopefully I can have it done. But I got a work emergency tonight where I got to go recover a load for a driver. So tonight it was a special night. So we didn't get started at our usual 6 o'clock time. We usually like to start before the sixth man, K-Styles, whose show I believe just ended just a minute ago. But tonight we got started a little late, but it's okay because we here faithfully, ready to give y'all this good content. So I appreciate that, Deshaun Coswell, man. Appreciate you for joining us. Everybody go follow, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you can always know when we finna give you the goods, baby. But back to Michael Walker, sorry ass. Just in case you're tuning in now and didn't know that I was just going in on Michael Walker, sorry ass. So what we have done as a fan base is we've gotten so caught up in quarterback controversy. Nobody likes Marcus Mariota. Nobody wants to see him start for this team any longer. And as I said, you're well within your right to feel that way. I'm not saying it's not warranted. I'm not saying that at all. He's played the last 2 games like complete shit. And Desmond Ritter is sitting there looking at all you all waving like, I'm just waiting on them to put me in, guys. So I get it. But outside of these last couple of games, Marcus Mariota, whether you believe it or not, has not played bad enough for them to make a quarterback change. Arthur Smith has said he does not have any plans on making a quarterback change. So based off of that, that's what we have to go off of. I don't think it's necessary to make a quarterback change yet. I get at some bitch one more half to play like that and try to damn make Hail Mary passes off his ass while doing a damn 360 on the ground, doing the damn spin-a-rooney, trying to do damn Hail Mary passes like he got damn the love child of Booker T and Peyton Manning. He got one more half to do some shit like that. And I say, you need to see Desmond Ritter in the second half of this Bears game. But only if he had that first half the way he's had these last couple of games. Because all I'm saying is your focus and your attention is on the wrong side of the ball, Falcon fans. The middle linebacker, number 3, Michael Walker, is a sorry son bitch. He sucks. He's terrible. In the voice of my guy, Charles Barkley, he's terrible. He's a terrible linebacker. He's terrible. I haven't seen anybody play linebacker as bad as Michael Walker. And that's not even an exaggeration. That's a fact. From my standpoint, I have not seen anybody play Mike linebacker as bad as Michael Walker. I haven't. I can't go back in time. I can't go back to a team and look at they line up and say, yeah, he was worse than Michael Walker. I can't. Not even on this Atlanta Falcons team. I can't even go back in time on this team and tell you that there was a linebacker that played worse than Michael Walker. He's terrible. He's the worst linebacker I've ever seen. And I ain't even exaggerating. It's a fact. He wants to dance with the line of scrimmage. Okay? He back there doing the salsa. He back there gyrating with the damn line of scrimmage. Why hasn't he been cut? Exactly, Christy. Exactly, and thank you for joining us. Why has he not? Well, he they're not gonna cut him. Okay, they're not gonna cut him, Christy. But you could do something else, DP. You can sit his punk ass down, put his ass right on the end of the damn bench. Put his ass all the way at the end of the bench. Let Troy Anderson come in and get his reps up so that he can get more experience, so that he can become better. Because Michael Walker ain't going to get no better, y'all. He's terrible. Michael Walker make a few splash. He make a couple splash plays in a season. He'll come up with an interception. And you'll be like, oh, man, Michael Walker, just look at him. He has the potential to be so great. And then he turns into a shell. He turns into a turtle. He turns into a hermit. He's bad. Michael Walker sucks. Y'all want to keep talking about Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder. Fuck that shit. Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder controversy is not where we need to be putting our focus at. We need to be going on Dean P's Twitter. We need to be going in his wherever he at on Facebook, wherever he at, Reddit. I don't know where the fuck he at. Wherever he's at, and we need to be bombarding his social media with why is Michael Walker still playing? He's terrible. Y'all putting y'all focus and y'all attention on quarterback. And I know some of y'all doing it because y'all just don't know no damn thing. All y'all know how to do is look at quarterbacks. You don't know how to analyze other positions. There's more than one position on a football team. Quarterback is not the only position. Is it the most important position? Maybe, arguably. But it's not the only position. And it's not it show hell ain't our main problem right now. Coach Unchained on AFN, Atlanta Falcons Nation, he asked a question, a very important question, that to some people, it might go over their head. They might think it's just a simple question. But it's not. It's a real question. He asked after that Thursday night game on our post-game show on Atlanta Falcons Nation, he asked, what's the first thing do the Falcons need to do? And I say, I don't give a damn what you do second, third, fourth, or fifth. The first thing you better do is get rid of Michael Walker ass. Set his punk ass down. He's trash. He's ass. And he ain't even a clean ass. He dirty ass. He filthy ass. He stinking ass. He trash bandicoot. He's terrible. He's the worst linebacker I ever seen. But we keep putting all our attention focus on Marcus Mariota, Desmond Ridder. I know they got issues. I know Marcus got issues. I know. But outside of these last two games, outside of the Carolina Panthers game on Thursday, outside of the LA Chargers game on Sunday, he has not played bad enough for this coaching staff to make a quarterback change. As a matter of fact, he ran the system that they have provided for him to run. He's played that system pretty well. Does he miss open receivers? Yes. They also have been dropping balls. Does he make bad decisions with the ball? Sometimes. Yes. All quarterbacks do. Nobody's playing perfect right now. Nobody ever plays perfect. Nobody. It's not a big enough issue at quarterback for us to continue to ignore the real big fucking problem in the room, the biggest elephant in the room, which is that blonde-haired ass number 3, Michael Walker, stinking up the field. He's a linebacker that does not like contact. That is a problem. And I don't know if it's because, I don't know if it's because he just mentally got something going on where he's afraid of the contact or whatever. Maybe he was concussed at some point. I don't know. I really don't give a fuck. Sit his ass down. He's trash. You got a very good, reliable backup piece right there in Troy Anderson. Put him in the game. Start Troy Anderson. Get Michael Walker ass out of there. But I think a lot of the reason why Dean Pease does not want to make the change is because he wants to stay in the scheme that he's running. Because he thinks with the personnel he has, the scheme he runs is better fit for them. Is better fit for them not to make mistakes. That's why I think he wants to keep Michael Walker on the field. That's why he's starting Michael Walker still, even though he's trash bandicoot, he's still keeping him on the field. Because if he takes Michael Walker off the field and Michael Walker does not play, that means Troy Anderson comes in, who's his backup. And now you have to change your defense a little bit. You might have to run more 4-3 than you do 3-4. Now, we've ran a lot of 4-3 defense this year, but we mostly run 3-4. In order to run a 3-4 defense, you have to have 4 linebackers on the field. If Michael Walker is not available for you to have that system in place, and by the way, we saw most of those 4-3 defenses when Michael Walker wasn't playing because he was hurt. That's when we saw most of those 4-3 defenses. But since he's been back, we've seen a lot more of the 3-4 because Michael Walker's available. And that's what Dean Pease wants to run. That's why Michael Walker still has a place on this defense. When, in my opinion, he shouldn't even have a place in the damn locker room. He shouldn't even have a place on the depth chart. He shouldn't even have a place in the checkbook that Arthur Blank keeps on his desk. He's trash. Straight ass. That's how bad Michael Walker is. We putting our attention on the wrong things. The quarterback controversy is not where we should be putting our main focus on. It's just not. I know that might be the easiest thing to spot for the common fan, right? The easiest thing for everybody to see and critique is the quarterback play. They have the ball most of the time. Quarterbacks are the ones out there for everybody to see. They front center, they main stage, they the main attraction, quarterbacks. So it's real easy for everybody to continue to critique them. It's real easy for everybody to put so much focus on what's going on with the quarterback and ignore the other side of the ball on defense, which your middle linebacker, your Mike linebacker, is the quarterback of the defense. Let me put y'all on game or something. Offense and defense. Your offense is to move the ball. Your defense is to stop the ball from moving. You have to have 2 play callers. 2 guys running plays. Not play callers, but 2 guys running plays. Your quarterback on offense, your Mike linebacker on defense. So, on defense, your Mike linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. If there's a pre-snap read, it's going to come from your middle linebacker. Your free safety gives some help with that. He gives some help with that. Very good free safeties. They're very good at helping middle linebackers out, help the rest of the team know what's coming. But your middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. Okay? Your middle linebacker, number 3, Michael Walker, he ain't quarterbacking shit. He ain't making no pre-snap reads. He ain't lining guys up where they should be at. He's trying to find exit strategies when the ball is snapped. Instead of running into the burning building, Your middle linebacker is running away from plays. He's literally running away from plays. I ain't making this up. Go back and look at the Panthers game. That's the most recent game. Go back and look at it. Watch number 3 on running plays. He's running away from plays. He's running away from contact. I ain't making this shit up. It's on tape. It's on film. We got evidence. He's ass. And he's scary as hell. He's scared to hit somebody. He's scared to get hit. And he's a linebacker. How he made it this far, I do not know. Oh, I know how. I know how he made it. It's this generation now. We gonna put so much focus and attention on quarterbacks that we gonna completely ignore sorry ass motherfuckers like Michael Walker out here running away from plays, running away from contact, and he's supposed to be a middle linebacker. But we fixated on the quarterback and who needs to be starting at quarterback. Now QF stops. You say really needs to start. Mariota played his 8 games. Hey, listen, bro. I said Marcus Mariota had one more half like he had on Thursday night. He only get one half of me. And I want to see Desmond Ridder in the second half of that Chicago Bears game. Not to say he need to start the next game after that. But if Marcus Mariota have that, if his first half goes the way that Thursday night game went, set his ass down at halftime, put Desmond Ridder in the game. Raymond Collins said Pease also anointed Walker as the one to succeed Jones. Got to own up to the mistake and correct it with Anderson. Absolutely, Raymond. That's a fact, bro. Dean Pease made him Deion Jones' successor. That's what he did. And he got and they traded Deion Jones away. Whether if it was for money reasons, whether because they felt like they had what they needed in Michael Walker, and they felt like they can move on from Deion Jones' contract, free up some cap space. It was a mistake. It was a big mistake because Michael Walker is Trash Bandicoot in real life. He's Trash Bandicoot in real life. That's who Michael Walker is. He even looked like the damn Bandicoot character. He's trash. So you're absolutely right. He needs to own up to that mistake, Dean Pease. He need to own up to that mistake. Chris Lewis says, but why start Ridder if the O-line doesn't hold up? Thursday was a whole team effort of issues. Absolutely. Christy, you are absolutely right. It was a whole team effort of sorry ass some bitches on the field. Everybody looks sorry. Okay. Now in the Chargers game, we saw that the only people that looked like they showed up to play was Rashawn Evans, Cordell Patterson, and the rest of that running back group. In the offensive line, they played all right in that Chargers game. But this past Thursday night, everybody looked straight trash. Everybody looked bad. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. Even Cool missing damn kicks. Even Pinion, our punter, who has been solid all year, looks straight trash. I think he had one punt that made it inside the 20. Everybody looked bad. Offensive line got beat up. Defensive line got beat up. Everybody looked bad Thursday night against the Panthers. It was a total team effort, a hot mess. So you're absolutely right, Christy. So the Falcons quarterback controversy for me, it needs to be put to rest. And it needs to be put to rest for it needs to be put to rest for this reason right here. And this reason alone, in my opinion. There's not a whole lot more that Desmond Ridder can do that's going to make this offense look any different. Because it's going to be a run-first offense regardless. It's going to be a run-first offense regardless. And I'd rather have a quarterback who's going to be a part of the running game, who can take a lot of punishment physically and still be able to get up and not skip a beat. If you put Desmond Ridder in there, Desmond Ridder has not been taking the lumps. He hasn't been taking the lumps that Marcus Mariota has taken. And not just this year, but over the course of Marcus Mariota's career. He's taken a lot of lumps for a quarterback because he's a running quarterback and he's going to be a part of the running game. If you put Desmond Ridder in, you're asking Desmond Ridder to be able to take those same lumps. And I don't think he's ready to take those kinds of lumps just yet. Now, I know some of y'all might say trial by fire might be where he need to get those lumps, to get that feel of the speed of this game at this level. He might need to take those lumps. But I'm telling you, if you take those lumps right now, it might be the worst decision that Arthur Smith makes as a head coach and an offensive play call. It might be the worst mistake that he makes this year because Desmond Ridder might not be ready to take those lumps that Marcus Mariota can take. That's the only reason why I don't think he's ready. Christian making some good points in the chat. And listen, Desmond Ridder, Arthur Smith and Dean Pease, they on Arthur Blank's shit list, okay? He ain't walked down there on that field in his $100,000 suit, getting wet, just to go down there and try to be a bright shining face of motivation and inspiration for the players to close that game out on Thursday night. He ain't go down there. He worth over $1 billion. You think he went down there getting wet just so he could be a inspiration? He went down there to show everybody that was on that field for the Falcons. Everybody on my shit list tonight, including Arthur Smith and Dean Pease. You're on my shit list. Simple as that. A man worth over $1 billion ain't walking down to no damn field to get wet and walking down there in it overpriced Stacey Adams, getting his feet wet, getting his Louis Vuitton socks wet. He ain't going down there on that field to do all that, worth over $1 billion just to be an inspiration. He going down there to let everybody know somebody on my shit list. Just saying. William Amy, what's happening, man? Appreciate you joining me, man. William Amy said we need to get rid of Marcus Mariota. He is not that guy, man. You know, I think we all had the thought that Marcus Mariota was a bridge quarterback for our future quarterback. We had just traded Matt Ryan. We had just traded him. Matt Ryan was here for what, 15 years, 14 years, something like that? 15 years? You're not going to get your next franchise quarterback just a season later. Don't work like that. That's not how it works. In a perfect world, the next quarterback that comes in ends up being your franchise quarterback that takes you to a championship and you win. The Green Bay Packers are the most fortunate franchise in football. I want y'all to think about this. What other franchise, other than the Green Bay Packers, and I'm not talking about, we ain't going back to the 90s and the 80s and all that. We ain't going all the way back then. What franchise this century has moved on from one franchise quarterback and the very next season had their next franchise quarterback and won championship? Only one. The Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are the only team this century to do that. They are very fortunate. Christy Lewis says Blanks is a businessman. Since his ownership in 2002, he hasn't kept the head coach past 3.2 to 3.5, 3.5 years. If there's win-loss percentage was below 500. Yeah, he expects to win. And why not? It's not just about the money for him. It's not just about the money. It's also about winning. Let me tell y'all something about rich people, about wealthy folks. Winning is an addiction to them. It's an addiction. Especially wealthy, fair-skinned people. It's all about the game. The money is important, but the money is really just a means to an end. They about winning. Arthur Blank wants to win. And because he ain't won, he ain't been looking so happy when he come down to sidelines in 4 quarters, has he? He used to come down to the sideline, had a big smile on his face. Even if the team was losing, he had a big smile on his face. We on a drive where we could possibly win the game or tie the game up. He got a smile on his face. He got a wife with him. You know, he don't even bring her down on the field no more. He don't even bring her down. I don't even think he let her sit by the window in the press box. I don't. But real quick, y'all, we got to take a brief intermission. Hey, I want y'all to do me a favor. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that subscribe button, okay? And y'all come back to me in about 30 seconds. Be right back, y'all. Home team. I'm back at it. We back at it. Listen, well, appreciate y'all coming and joining us tonight here on the Blackberry Lyrics Network. You know, it's a real interesting it's a real interesting week, man, for these Falcons with Justin Fields coming to play and people talking about it's a homecoming and he want to get back on the Falcons for not signing them. I think that's a load of shit. I don't think Justin Fields thinks about the Falcons. Falcons show as hell don't think about Justin Fields. Okay, we show as hell don't think about Justin Fields. Okay, all right. Let's not pretend like Justin Fields is at quarterback for a team that's just doing so well. They're 3-7. They're 3-7. Okay, they're 3-7. And Justin Fields, this is supposed to be front page news. Justin Fields returning to Atlanta, returning to Georgia to play the Atlanta Falcons. He got a vendetta out on the Falcons. He broke Michael Vick's rushing record by 1 yard last week. Oh, he's feeling himself now. Oh, we got to be afraid of Justin Fields now in the Chicago Bears sitting at 3-7. We got to be worried about that. Now, see, I talked a little bit of scheme earlier, but I'm not going to get into scheme. I'm just going to get into some common sense shit, okay? Common sense tells me that the Chicago Bears are 3-7. Common sense tells me that Justin Fields can't throw the ball worth a damn. Common sense tells me that the Chicago Bears have a very bad rushing defense. Common sense tells me that we have one of the top rushing offenses in the league. We still top 5. I think we still top 3. Common sense. Common sense tells me I ain't got nothing to worry about with a 3-7 Chicago Bears team with Justin Fields as quarterback, playing running back. What's the big story? What's the big headline? What's the big headline, y'all? What do we have to be worried about? What? What do we have to be worried about? So it really I'm just trying to figure out, did we forget all about the rest of this season? Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me now. Did we forget about the rest of this season? Did we forget that we was first in this division for 3 straight weeks? We were first in this division. We were tied first, and then we were completely first. We were solely sitting at first. Now we're in second. Did we forget that? Did we forget that we have a top tier rushing offense? Did we forget that? Did we forget that we've been in every last one of these games outside of the Cincinnati Bengals game? Outside of the Cincinnati Bengals game, they gave us the business. But outside of that one game, going into this week 11, we have been in every last one of these games. Did we forget that in the midst of all of this quarterback controversy between Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder? Did we forget that? Is what's going on at quarterback blinding us so much from the rest of this team that we've completely forgotten about the rest of this season? We forgot about how we got to this point. We're even forgetting that we're still in contention to win the NFC South. I don't care how bad the NFC South is record-wise. I don't care about that. It's just about the fact that we are in contention to win this division. That's all. That's what's important here. That's what's important. The quarterback controversy gives the illusion that some of y'all ready to throw the season away and start thinking about the 2023 draft. It's not time for that. You still got a top rushing offense. You still got a defense that causes turnovers. You still have an opportunity to win this division. And that's what's important. That's what's important. And let's not forget about some of the variables. No AJ Terrell, no Casey Hayward. Let's not forget about that. Let's not forget about that. This team has been in all of these games outside of one. This team has been in all of these games that they lost, all six of them. They've been in, well, except one, they've been in these games. These are one possession games that if we do one, maybe two things differently, we probably come out with a victory. Let's not forget those things while we're talking controversy with quarterbacks. Let's not forget that number 3, Michael Walker, sorry ass, is still playing for us. Let's not forget that. That's the number one thing. Not to go back into all that shit, but that's the number one thing. Michael Walker, sorry ass, still lacing up. Put your focus on that. Troy Anderson need to be playing, not Michael Walker. He need to have a name back, a nameplate on the end of the bench for his ass to sit on, designated for his ass. Just saying. Now I don't know if some of y'all here or not for some Hawks talk, but we're gonna talk about these Hawks, man. The Atlanta Hawks, my beloved Atlanta Hawks. We've played the Milwaukee Bucks 3 times. We played them 3 times in the first 13 games, and we beat them twice. Once on our own floor, once on their floor. And that was last night. We beat the Milwaukee Bucks last night. It was a cool, let me give y'all the score. It was a cool 121 to 106. And just to keep it real basic and generalized for basketball fans that don't know how to get real deep into the analytics of it all, just gonna read y'all the stat line. The now 9-5 Hawks defeated the Milwaukee Bucks 121 to 106 last night. DeAndre Hunter, 24 points in 35 minutes. John Collins, 16 points in 33 minutes. Clint Capella, 19 points and 10 rebounds in 30 minutes. That guy killing the boards. In past few games, he actually getting buckets. DeJounte Murray, 19 points, 36 minutes. Trae Young, 21 points with 9 assists in 34 minutes. The bench, yeah, all right. Aaron Holiday had 4. AJ Griffin had 7. Onyeka had 6. Jalen Johnson had 5. And we're going to talk about Jalen Johnson a little bit. We're going to talk about him a little bit. I'm seeing a trending occurrence with Jalen Johnson. A lot of what I seen with Onyeka Okongwu, and that is that the young man is trending up fast. He's trending up fast. Jalen Johnson is going from not getting a whole lot of PT last season to getting a whole lot more PT and being a whole lot more of a factor on this team for the Atlanta Hawks. Jalen Johnson looked damn good, y'all. Jalen Johnson looks like what we thought he would be. And we can say over the course of time for our franchise, the Atlanta Hawks, when we've drafted guys outside of who we thought our focus guy was going to be, this being Trae Young, they didn't pan out. We shipped them off in a year, maybe 2 years. But Jalen Johnson, man, you can tell Nate McMillan had a conversation with Jalen Johnson. And the conversation was about how he was going to get opportunities to be on the floor. We know that your scoring opportunities, Jalen, are not going to be that fruitful because we have plenty of other options for scoring. We need you for the bang. We need you for the gritty work. We need you to be the grit guy. The way you're going to get scoring opportunities, Jalen, and this is Nick McMillan talking to Jalen Johnson, by the way. The way you're going to get scoring opportunities, Jalen, is you're going to have to get steals. You're going to have to get rebounds. You're going to have to be crashing the boards on offensive rebounds, and you're going to have to be moving the floor so that the playmakers with the ball can facilitate you the ball so that you may score in the paint, so that you may score at the perimeter. He's not going to be a ball handling guy. Now, can he bring the ball up the floor? Yes, we see him do it. He brings the ball up the floor. So we know that Jalen Johnson can handle the ball to an extent, but that's not his role on this offense. That's not his role on this team. His role is to be that energy guy. He is the forward position of what DeJounte Murray is at guard. Interrupting passing lanes, creating steals, getting turnovers, transitioning his turnovers into points. That's who Jalen Johnson is. And he's doing a damn good job at it. He's getting steals, he's getting rebounds, he's getting blocks, and he's turning those opportunities into fast break points. He's turning those opportunities into cut and slash points. He's doing a really good job at it. Jalen Johnson is doing a lot of what Onyeka Okongwu has done, and that's trend up fast because uh Onyeka Okongwu, he that dude, bro. He that dude, bro. He's that guy. But I'm gonna point something out. John Collins, 16 points. That's where you want him at. That's where you want John Collins at. And he had 9 rebounds. You probably want him to try to get over 10, but he usually does get over 10. So the 9 rebounds last night against the Bucks, it was more of a defensive game for the Hawks. The defense controlled the game for the Hawks so that the Bucks couldn't take off on them. Now, they've been doing a phenomenal job containing Giannis Antetokounmpo these past 2 games. They've done a real good job containing him. Of course, he's Giannis. He's going to have his moments where he shows out. He's going to have his moments where he does his thing. But the Hawks, between Onyeka Okongwu, Clint Capella, and Clint Capella got some big blocks on him last night, by the way. But Clint Capella, uh, even Jalen Johnson sometimes, but Clint Capella, Onyeka Okongwu, and John Collins, they've been doing a really good job with triple teaming Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sometimes they take turns guarding him. Sometimes it's one guy defending and another guy ready for help defense. Excuse me. And sometimes it's just straight up a double team or a triple. Oh shit! I'm sorry, y'all. I need to crack a window or something. I need some fresh air. But anyway, we gonna wrap this up in a minute anyway. Like I said, I got a work emergency. I got to go help out my partner. So John Collins and Clint Capella and Onyeka Okongwu, they have been doing a really good job at containing Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm not going to say stop him, but they've done a real good job containing him. And it looks as though the Hawks, Nate McMillan's defense, he's proven in these first 13 games, with three of these games being against the Milwaukee Bucks, that the Atlanta Hawks are definitely contenders in the East. Because the Milwaukee Bucks, going into our second matchup with them in Atlanta, were undefeated still at 9-0. We gave them their first loss, 9-1. The third game in Milwaukee last night, we beat them again and gave them their third loss on the season to make them 10-3. So the Hawks look like legit contenders in the East, considering that they've beaten the number 1 team in the East not once, but twice now in the first 13 games of this season. Raymond Collins said, never seen Giannis get his shots blocked like that. Hawks held their own last night. Yeah, absolutely. Giannis, he does have moments where he seems as though like he plays smaller than what he is, and he does tend to get some shots blocked in the paint when he don't have momentum, when he's not moving his feet already, or when he's not transitioning to the basket with the ball. If you give Giannis the ball down low and he stays there, sometimes he tends to play smaller than what he is, and he does get his shots blocked. It happens a lot, actually. It's just last night it was happening a lot more often than it usually does. Clint Capella was doing the damn thing down there, as well as Onyeka Okongwu and John Collins. But we're gonna get ready to start wrapping this up, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through, spending this time with me. on this very awkward day. Like I said, man, I got home from work and I knew everything was gonna be very time sensitive. My son's birthday is tomorrow. He's turning 9. We're gonna surprise him at school tomorrow. Me, his mom, and his grandmother. We're gonna surprise him for his birthday. We're gonna throw a party for him and his classmates. And we went and got some haircuts today, and he got some outfits. Got him some birthday outfits. So, today was a special day. So we got started a little late, but I so appreciate the William Amy's and the Raymond Collins and the QF stops. And that's right, Q. Go dogs, baby. Go dogs, baby. Go dogs. Christian Lewis. I appreciate y'all coming through and checking us out. Y'all be sure to share this. Now, share this content to the world. It's only going to get better. It was just me by myself, by my lonesome tonight. But I think I held it down pretty good. I'm getting the hang of this. Usually I got one of my contemporaries, two, three or four of them, with the Atlanta Falcon Nation, Georgia Sports Nation. Usually I have somebody with me, or my brother Denzel. He's gonna be with me on Thursday. But man, we held it down. I appreciate y'all coming through, holding it down for me. Something I like to do before I end my shows. This sports thing. This sports talk is it's real good. I like um giving y'all my thoughts on our Georgia teams and trying to educate y'all a little bit. I'm more so about giving y'all from the heart stuff. But I like educating y'all, giving y'all from the heart stuff about the sports. But every now and then, I like to show love and try to give some words of wisdom. Uh, you know, Something that happened today. I was on my way home from uh, Auburn, Alabama. I was on my way home from Auburn, Alabama. I'm a truck driver. For those of y'all that don't know, I'm an owner operator. I drive trucks, and I've been doing it now for a little over 10 years. But on my way home, all I was thinking about was my son because I know his birthday's tomorrow. He was getting out of school, so I wanted him to get to the barbershop, get him a fresh haircut, get him some digs, to wear, uh, shoes, all that good stuff. Go to school, jump fresh, stun on him tomorrow for his birthday. And on my way, coming up I-85 from Auburn, Alabama, I saw maybe one of the worst accidents I've ever seen um, since I've been driving trucks, and I've seen some really, really bad accidents. Uh, it was a tractor trailer that had set a fire. Looked like it had flipped multiple times. Uh, and as I'm passing by the wreckage, I see under all the rubble there was a couple cars that had been crushed completely down to the ground, like they had just went through a crusher at a dump yard. Any of y'all ever been to a junkyard? Uh, so where they take cars to crush them, it looked like these cars had been crushed to the ground. They were underneath a tractor trailer that had been looked like it had been on fire for a very long time. So it you could probably say that whoever was in those vehicles didn't make it. And all I could think about was making it home to see my son for his ninth birthday. Um, when you're on the road, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very, very serious and um, it's a very serious thing when it comes to driving and being aware and acute of what's going on around you. As a professional driver, I've been trained and I've trained myself to be able to see things in advance, to see things ahead of time, and to be able to react to things a lot quicker than I would would typically react to things if I wasn't a professional driver. I've trained my eyes and my mind and my body to react to these things well ahead of time. But even us professional drivers, there are moments that you cannot control out there on the road. All I ask is that when you're out on this road and you're traveling, I've seen somebody say that they traveling to a Celtics game. On your travels, be as safe as possible. Okay. If you're somebody that drinks, if you're gonna have yourself a drink, give yourself the allotted time. Give yourself those. I think they say give yourself about 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours. Give yourself 10 to 12 hours to sober up before you get behind the wheel. Don't drive under the influence. Don't drive distracted. Don't be in your phones. If you got a phone mount, use it. If you don't have a phone mount, go get you one or put the phone down. No text message or phone call, nothing on Facebook, nothing on Instagram, nothing on none of those things are more important than your life. Take driving more serious. I'm telling y'all right now, I've seen some fatalities as a truck driver. I don't want nobody to go through nothing like what I seen today when those two cars were crushed underneath a burning tractor trailer. I don't want to see nobody going through nothing like that ever, man. That's a terrible, terrible way to go. So my heart goes out to that family. God bless them. I wish the best for everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, please, please, please drive responsibly. Please drive responsibly. But hey, on a lighter note, this been your boy Blackberry Rex coming at you with another Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Falcons preview. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this content out to the world. Y'all know what time it is. I'll make it do what it do. Catch me on the flip side, home team.